Yes, summer is here, and I want to talk about the 4 seasons of fat loss. So raise your hand if you've always been trying to lose weight all your life. Keep your hand raised if you've lost weight before, but it's crept back on you, right? Now look around you. See who else has their hand raised. No one else does because they're not watching this. Joke's on you. But the good news is you don't have to diet all the time. In fact, you'll get better results if you don't. So let me explain that. Because your metabolism is not great at multitasking. It's hard to try to lose fat and build muscle at the same time. It's like trying to contend for a Stanley Cup and rebuild in the same year, like the Jets are doing. So it's not optimal, in other words. So the trick here is determine which season of fat loss you're in based on your motivation levels and your goals, and go all in, okay? So the first season is what I call the sprint. So typically spring and fall. This is where you're losing as much fat as possible. Your motivation is high. During a time of year with less distractions, obviously, you got more energy to focus on it and commit. So you bring your calories down. So you eat less and you exercise more. So it creates that wide calorie gap that leads to weight loss. So you try to aim to lose 1% of your body weight a week, up to 10% for the diet before shifting to what I call a maintenance phase. Because what most people do wrong after they cut weight is they fall off the plan and they rebound. So what you want to do after you finish that sprint is a maintenance phase where, you know, it's not that all or nothing approach. You go from eating in a deficit, working out pretty hard, to eating in maintenance. So you want to increase your calories up a little bit so you can eat more food, take a break, and your hormones will return to healthy levels. You still exercise and, you know, have some restraint with your diet, but you're eating more than you did for that sprint, right? And there's more than just a mental break here. In one study in Australia, a group taking frequent diet breaks lost 50% more fat than a group that just tried to keep pushing for 16 straight weeks. Because when you eat in a calorie deficit, thyroid hormone drops, you expend fewer calories, you get more hunger. And extended periods of diet increase your stress hormones. So, you know, your body's doing its job trying to stop you from starving to death, but even though it's hardwired into us, it doesn't really help us in this modern world for dieting. So you need to accept a maintenance phase once in a while where you gain a little bit of weight, mostly water and stored carbs, not much fat. And as long as the weight doesn't trend dramatically each week, you're doing things right. So how long do you maintain this? Well, at least a few weeks after diet. If you're not happy with where you are with your weight, then certainly you can push again after a few weeks. Depends on your life circumstances, right? If you've lost enough fat, you're happy with where you are, just be cool with maintaining for a while. This is not a race, right? This is for life. But at the same time, if you're a ways from your goal, get back into a diet as soon as you feel ready. All right, that's it. We'll go into the other seasons in a future video, but I'm at my 3-minute mark here. So if you need help explaining maintenance versus a diet phase, send me a direct message today. We'll get you into my Drop 2 Sizes challenge, or simply if you have a question, drop me a message.